Hello, everyone. I woke up looking at this one show, and it was about uh, this Caucasian woman that was very curious about her mother. She was wondering about her mother's family, why she don't talk about them, why they don't know her family. And I'm thinking, I know the feeling, but it was no mystery. It was uh, I knew of them. I just didn't know them. And she find out that her mother was uh, they called her colored on her birth certificate, but she looked like a white woman. This is what I don't understand. Why are we calling these white people colored when they? It's strange. It's strange how this society does things. Because if you come out looking white, why you not white? And if you come out looking dark, black, you should be black. You know. And they still talk about these transgenders where they look like women, but they should have woman on their birth certificate. Who is these people to tell you who and what you are? And that mess about, well, that's the way God made you. Your God, not my God. Oh boy. But anyway, and I got to thinking about my family. I'm like, I have a family that does not care. I have tried to reach out to my father's family if I see them with the same last name on Facebook. Never got a response. Um, I don't know any of them. I don't even know I don't know nothing about them. I don't know a phone number. I don't know an address. I don't know a city. Nothing. And I never had a family reach out to me. We have kids. We have cousins. Never tried to reach out to other cousins because see, we was raised in a town where we had no relatives in the whole state. Whereas other family members, they had family in the same town. We had no cousins, no aunts. And then we had sisters and brothers. Well, our brother stayed with us for, I think, a couple of years. I can't even remember. We was young. And they left, and we never heard from them again. And we had sisters and brothers that we don't even know. We had aunts and uncles we don't even know. Nobody's ever tried to reach out to us and get to know us. And you begin to feel like, who are you? Nobody cares to know you. And I had, on my mother's side, my mother had, it was six of them, six brothers and six sisters on my mother's side. And on my father's side, it was six brothers and six sisters. And I knew none of them. None of them. Now we spent more time with on my mother's side than our father's side. We never went to a family reunion on my father's side. We never went to go visit I remember visiting them one time, and we were so young. We had to be no more than 8, 9 years old, I think, maybe younger. And I think we went and visited them one time. I don't think they got along with my father because my father was very mean. And who knows, my grandmother and grandfather probably were mean too. I don't know. And I remember not too long ago, we was over my parents' house in Mississippi when they moved back down there. And my uncle came over there. And he didn't even speak to me. And that was my first time ever really seeing him. But he asked about my sister, but he didn't say nothing to me. And it's the same way it was at my mother's funeral. My aunts and uncles, they didn't say nothing to me. I did have one aunt that did comfort me for a minute, and I had one aunt. We were standing there looking at my mom, and I was holding her hand, and I remember her snatching her hand away, like she just remembered, I don't like you. Just snatched her hand away. Yeah, we had a very me and my mom, we had a very strange relationship. She believed some lies. She probably told those lies to her sisters. The most famous lie was I hit my father with a broom. And nobody in my family is so strange. They don't question nothing. They just believe it. It must be true because that's how I feel about her. So it must be true. They never question. Did you hit your dad with a broom? If I had known that that somebody came to that conclusion, because I know my father didn't act, I know he didn't say that because why would he want to lie? But that's how it is. He went back to my mother and told her that I picked up a broom, but he didn't tell her that he hit me in my head about 5 or 6 times before I picked up that broom. So mm, it's really odd the way family is. But when I was thinking about how this woman was so enthused, so determined to find out who her family was, I really wish that would be happening in our family, but it's not. Nobody's trying to find us, which we would not be hard to find because we're the only ones here in this state. Still same last name. But nobody's. Even the immediate family, even my sisters, their kids, don't even care. Don't even want to know who their aunt is. It's really weird. I don't know any of my nieces and nephews. I don't know any of my grandkids. except one. And then my kids, I had one grandniece, I guess you call her, reach out to me, and it was only because of a dispute that was going on between me and her grandmother, my sister. And she gonna reach out to me on Facebook. I never spoke to her. I don't even know what the fuck she looked like. Talking about, you know, you need to stop saying all this stuff about my grandmother, or because I know what you did, and I'm gonna tell it. I'm like, what the fuck I do? What is she talking about? Never came out and said it. And the only reason why I stopped, because I'm trying to figure out what this is that I did. And the only reason why I stopped was because my daughter gonna come to me and say, "Why don't you stop?" Because she getting on my page saying all this stuff, and I don't want this stuff going on my page. Didn't take up for me. Didn't try to understand what was going on. Why is they treating my mom like this? No, it's like, why don't you stop? I don't want this confrontation. I said, okay, no big deal. I don't even know these people. And then come to find out, my sister gonna write me in a text talking about, yeah, I know you molested your daughter. I'm like, what the fuck? I did what? You stupid bitch. And I told everybody what this bitch said to me. Nobody said shit. Nobody said a damn thing. Nobody tried to investigate, see where this come from. Why would somebody say that? Is it really true? Nothing. I said something to my other sister. Only thing she said was, "Oh, I ain't never heard that." You never heard that? Mm. I told my son that. Oh, really? I never heard that. Nobody, nobody in my family ever, ever, ever had my back. It never defended me. Never questioned me. Never asked me. I had none of my kids ever asked me about my parents. They never asked me about my past. It's like, I don't want to know. What kind of people is this? What kind? Why was I born into this family? Why? If I had known what I know now, I would not have one child. I would never, ever, ever. I think I would have stayed a virgin to make sure I didn't have any kids. If I had known that I would have children like this, they don't care about shit but a buck. They don't care about knowing their family. They don't care about knowing about their black history. Nothing. But there's nothing I can do about it. It's over with. It's too old. I'm too old. Can't have no more kids to even. I had them young, and I was in a family that didn't give a fuck about nobody. Didn't care about me. They looked at me. They looked at my kids as a bunch of bastard kids that ain't gonna be shit because you ain't shit. And that's how they treated my kids. The same way they treated me. I didn't have no parents to help me how to try to be a better parent or nothing. When you have kids at 16 and you already in a fucked up family, 9 out of 10 your family gonna be fucked up, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm just talking about this sorry ass family. I wish I could stop one family, just one family, from being like mine. It's so sad. I didn't have any grandparents. Even though my grandparents was alive and well and all that stuff, I never had no relationship with them. I never got a happy birthday card from my grandparents. I never said happy birthday to my grandmother and grandfather because my parents never told me, "Hey, it's it's grandma's birthday. Let's call her and say happy birthday." No, never, ever, ever, never. It's just sad. Okay, thanks for listening. Let me know if you have a family like that. Um, and the sad part about it is, so many families out here that's like that and getting worse. Now they're killing each other, and I don't understand that. I can't understand that because the family that I grew up with, the parents that I had, I never thought about killing them. But um, I have no right to no, we never thought like that. I don't understand why these kids was killing their parents because we didn't kill ours, and they was way worse than what they are now. It's sad. It's just sad. Thank you for listening. Leave a comment, please. Subscribe because I've talked about a lot. We need to talk about these things. All right. Have a wonderful day.